So we have this website where we can search for different kind of cookies. I can see in the input field, we have a preview text that says snickerdoodle. So let's type snickerdoodle and click on search. And now we're redirected to this new page where it says I love snickerdoodle cookies. We also have a success alert message that says that is a cookie, not very special though. So we have to find the special cookie. To solve the cookies challenge of picoCTF, the description says, who doesn't love cookies? Try to figure out the best one. So we have to find the correct cookie. What if we try to search for something that is not a cookie and click on search? I can see we have an error message that says that doesn't appear to be a valid cookie. So since the name of the challenge is cookies, I'm guessing we have to do something with HTTP cookies. So to check the cookies of any website, right click on the website and click on inspect. And when the dev tool opens up, click on storage, and on the left side, you will see cookies. Under cookies, I can see my website. So the name of the cookie is name, doesn't have any special name, and the value of the cookie is -1. What if we change the value from -1 to 0 and refresh the page? I can see we get the success message with I love snickerdoodle cookies. So the value of snickerdoodle is 0. Let's try to change 0 to 1 and refresh the page. And now the message says I love chocolate chip cookies. So the value of chocolate chip cookie is 1. So I can understand each value has a different cookie. So if I try 2, now it says oatmeal raisin cookies. So we have to find the correct value to find our flag. Now obviously you can keep on changing the value to find the flag, but that wouldn't be a respectable way to solve this challenge. We can try to automate this whole process, and we can do this with our Burp Suite. So I'll click on the extension icon, click on Foxy Proxy Basic, and select my Burp Proxy. In my Burp Suite, I'll turn the intercept on and refresh the page, and I can see we intercepted the request. We have the cookie field with the name and the value. We will now test different values here to find the correct value. So to do this, I'll right click on my intercepted request and send this request to intruder. In the intruders tab, since I want to test this value, I will mark this value, and under payloads, change my payload type from simple list to numbers because we want to check different numbers here. In the number range, I'll do sequential and start from the number -1 to 100. So I want to check all the values from -1 to 100, and step I will keep it as 1 so it does not skip any value, and start my attack. So Burp Suite is now testing all the values from -1, and it will go up to 100. So after my attack has run for a while, I can see when we have a valid cookie, the status code is 200, and when we have an invalid cookie, the status code is 302. We already know this by testing our payload -1. So I can see from the value 0 to 28, the status code is 200. Other than this, all the values are 302. So the only valid cookies are from 0 to 28. If I see the content length of the valid cookies are more or less similar, except when the value is 18. Then I can see the content length is much smaller. So that means we're receiving a different response from the server. So let's check the value 18. I will turn off my Burp Suite, and under cookies, change the value to 18 and refresh the page. And now I can see we found the flag. So I'll copy this, paste it, and click on submit, and we were correct. So we're going over the web exploitation CTF challenges of picoCTF. If you want to follow along, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.